on the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's stopped after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Ware. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd knows when to bring it. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Benedict. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Line play action. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Ware. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Ware. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Ware. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Ware. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got rid of it just in time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Wide out trying to get it in. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Love. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Ware.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Rush is on him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died. As soon as it hit the ground, beautiful job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. Trying to surge it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Love. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. He's looking to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
This time it's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode and try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Snagged in the middle. It's Ware. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on third down. Got a man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Benedict. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
For first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
With the catch, it's Ware. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Here's the pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Benedict. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. A little alley into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's live. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Benedict. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He's got him. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. It's caught. It's a touchdown. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Power football with the run. Creates a little room. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He smashes his way through again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Ware. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, set.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Under fire. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this quarterback now is throwing for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Now this offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe enough.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout by the defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 30. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team, to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching.